Howard University is a federally chartered, private, coeducational, nonsectarian, historically black university in Washington, D.C. It is classified by the Carnegie Foundation as a research university with high research activity and is accredited by the Middle States Commission on Higher Education. From its outset it has been non-sectarian and open to people of both sexes and all races. In addition to the undergraduate program, Howard has graduate schools in business, engineering, pharmacy, law, social work, education, communications, art, science, divinity, dentistry, and medicine. Howard is classified as a Tier 1 university and ranks second among HBCUs by U.S. News & AMP World Report. Howard is the only HBCU ranked in the top 75 on the 2015 Bloomberg Businessweek College Rankings. The Princeton Review ranked the School of Business number 1 in opportunities for minority students and in the top 5 for most competitive students. Howard is ranked 4th in the nation by LinkedIn for best undergraduate programs for media professionals. The National Law Journal ranked the law school among the top 25 in the nation for placing graduates at the best law firms. In 2011, the Huffington Post named Howard the second best-dressed college in the nation. Howard is the most comprehensive HBCU in the country and produces the most black doctorate recipients of any university. History. Shortly after the end of the American Civil War, members of the First Congregational Society of Washington considered establishing a theological seminary for the education of African American clergymen. Within a few weeks, the project expanded to include a provision for establishing a university. Within 2 years, the university consisted of the colleges of liberal arts and medicine. The new institution was named for General Oliver Otis Howard, a Civil War hero, who was both the founder of the university and, at the time, commissioner of the Freedmen's Bureau. Howard later served as president of the university from 1869 to 74. U.S. Congress chartered Howard on March 2, 1867, and much of its early funding came from endowment, private benefaction, and tuition, an annual congressional appropriation administered by the U.S. Department of Education funds Howard University and Howard University Hospital. Many improvements were made on campus. Howard Hall was renovated and made a dormitory for women. J. Stanley Durkee, Howard's last white president, was appointed in 1918. Howard University has played an important role in American history and the civil rights movement on a number of occasions. Alan Locke, chair of the Department of Philosophy and first African-American Rhodes Scholar, authored The New Negro, which helped to usher in the Harlem Renaissance. Ralph Bunche, the first Nobel Peace Prize winner of African descent, served as chair of the Department of Political Science. Beginning in 1942, Howard University students pioneered the stool-sitting technique, which was to play a prominent role in the later civil rights movement. By January 1943, students had begun to organize regular sit-ins and pickets at cigar stores and cafeterias around Washington, D.C., which refused to serve them because of the race. These protests continued until the administration asked the students to stop in the fall of 1944. Stokely Carmichael, also known as Kwame Ture, a student in the Department of Philosophy and the Howard University School of Divinity, coined the term Black Power and worked in Lowndes County, Alabama as a voting rights activist. Historian Rayford Logan served as chair of the Department of History. E. Franklin Frazier served as chair of the Department of Sociology. Sterling Allen Brown served as chair of the Department of English. In 1965, President Lyndon B. Johnson delivered a speech to the graduating class at Howard, where he outlined his plans for civil rights legislation and endorsed aggressive affirmative action to combat the effects of years of segregation of blacks from the nation's economic opportunities. At the time, the Voting Rights Bill was still pending in the House of Representatives. In 1975, the historic Freedmen's Hospital closed after 112 years of use as Howard University College of Medicine's primary teaching hospital. Howard University Hospital opened that same year and continues to be used as Howard University College of Medicine's primary teaching hospital with service to the surrounding community. In 1989, Howard gained national attention when students rose up in protest against the appointment of then-Republican National Committee Chairman Lee Atwater as a new member of the university's Board of Trustees. Student activists disrupted Howard's 122nd anniversary celebrations and eventually occupied the university's administration building. Within days, both Atwater and Howard's president, James E. Cheek, resigned. In April 2007, the head of the Faculty Senate called for the ouster of Howard University President H. Patrick Swigert, saying that the school was in a state of crisis and it was time to end an intolerable condition of incompetence and dysfunction at the highest level. This came on the heels of several criticisms of Howard University and its management. The following month, Swigert announced that he would retire in June 2008. The university announced in May 2008 that Sidney Rebowe of Bowling Green State University would succeed Swigert as president. Rebowe appointed a presidential commission on academic renewal to conduct a year-long self-evaluation that resulted in reducing a closing 20 out of 171 academic programs. For example, they proposed closing the undergraduate philosophy major and African studies major. 6 years later, in 2013, university insiders again alleged that the university was in crisis. In April, the vice-chairwoman of the university's Board of Trustees wrote a letter to her colleagues harshly criticizing the university's president and calling for a vote of no confidence. Her letter was subsequently obtained by the media, where it drew national headline. 2 months later, the university's Council of Deans alleged that fiscal mismanagement is doing irreparable harm, blaming the university's senior vice president for administration, chief financial officer and treasurer, and asking for his dismissal. In October, the faculty voted no confidence in the university's Board of Trustees Executive Committee. 2 weeks after university president Sidney A. Rebowe announced that he would retire at the end of the year. On October 1, the Board of Trustees named Wayne A.I. Frederick interim president. In July 2014, Howard's Board of Trustees named Frederick as the school's 17th president. Campus. The 256-acre campus, often referred to as the Mecca, is located in northwest Washington. Major improvements, additions, and changes occurred at the school in the aftermath of World War I. New buildings were built under the direction of architect Albert Castle. Howard's buildings and plant have a value of $567.6 million. Howard University has several historic landmarks on campus, such as Andrew Rankin Memorial Chapel, Frederick Douglass Memorial Hall, and the Founders Library. The Howard University Gallery of Art was established in 1928 by the university's Board of Trustees. Since its inception, the gallery's permanent collection has grown to over 4,000 works of art and continues to serve as an academic resource for the Howard community. Howard University has 10 residence halls in which students can live: Bethune Annex, Tubman Quadrangle, Carver Hall and Drew Hall, Cook Hall, Plaza Towers West, Plaza Towers East, Meridian Hill Hall, Slough Hall and Mays Hall. Howard University Hospital, opened in 1975 on the eastern end of campus, was built on the site of Griffith Stadium, in use from the 1890s to 1965 as home of the first, second and third incarnations of the MLB Senators, as well as the NFL's Washington Redskins, several college football teams and part-time home of the Homestead Grays of the Negro National League. Howard University is home to WHUR-FM 96.3, also known as Howard University Radio. Howard is also home to WHUT-TV, which is a television station located on campus beside WHUR-FM. The interdisciplinary research building, opened in 2016, is Howard's first new laboratory building in over 30 years. The multi-story, 81,670 square foot, state-of-the-art research facility was completed for $70 million. Organization: the university is led by a board of trustees that includes a faculty trustee from the undergraduate colleges, a faculty trustee from the graduate and professional colleges serving 3-year terms, 2 student trustees each serving 1-year terms, and 3 alumni-elected trustees each serving 3-year terms. Academics: schools and colleges honors programs. Howard has 3 undergraduate honors programs for high-achieving students: the College of Arts and Amp Sciences Honors Program, the Executive Leadership Honors Program in the School of Business, and the Annenberg Honors Program in the School of Communications. Research: the Merlin-Spingarn Research Center is recognized as one of the world's largest and most comprehensive repositories for the documentation of the history and culture of people of African descent in Africa, the Americas, and other parts of the world. The MSRC collects, preserves, and makes available for research a wide range of resources chronicling Black experiences. NASA University Research Center. The Beltsville Center for Climate System Observation is a NASA University Research Center located at the Beltsville, Maryland campus of Howard University. BCCSO consists of a multidisciplinary group of Howard faculty in partnership with NASA Goddard Space Flight Center Earth Sciences Division, other academic institutions, and government. This group is led by 3 principal investigators: Everett Joseph, also the director of BCCSO, Demetrius Venable and Belay DeMoz. BCCSO trains science and academic leaders to understand atmospheric processes through atmospheric observing systems and analytical methods. Publications: Howard University is home to the Hilltop, the award-winning student newspaper. Founded in 1924 by Zora Neale Hurston, the Hilltop enjoys a long legacy at the university, providing students with the ability to learn the newspaper industry. Howard University is the publisher of the Journal of Negro Education, which began publication in 1932. The Howard University Bicentennial Book is created, edited and published during the school year to provide students a year in review. Howard University also publishes the Capstone, the official e-newsletter for the university, and the Howard Magazine, the official magazine for the university, which is published 3 times a year. Student life. Athletics: students. The students come from the following regions: New England 2%, Midwest 8%, South 22%, Mid-Atlantic 55%, and West 12%. Howard University is almost exclusively African American. As of 2006, Howard's six-year graduation rate was 67.5%. In 2009, 1,270 of the 1,476 full-time freshmen enrolled were found to have financial need. Of these, Howard could meet the full financial aid needs of 316 freshmen. Howard's average undergraduate student's indebtedness at graduation is $16,798. Between 1998 and 2009, Howard University produced a Marshall Scholar, 2 Rhodes Scholars, 2 Truman Scholars, 22 Fulbright Scholars and 10 Pickering Fellows. There are over 200 student organizations and special interest groups established on campus. The student-faculty ratio at Howard is 10:1. Faculty. Howard faculty include Member of Congress from Maryland Roscoe Bartlett, blood shipment pioneer Charles Drew, Emmy-winning actor Al Freeman Jr., suffragist Elizabeth Piper Ensley, civil rights lawyer Charles Hamilton Houston, media entrepreneur Kathy Hughes, marine biologist Ernest Everett Just, professor of surgery LaSalle D. Leffel Jr., political consultant Ron Walters, and psychiatrist Francis Cresswell Singh. Greek letter organizations. Howard University is a home to all 9 national Pan-Hellenic Council organizations, however, it is the founding site for 5 NPHC groups. The Alpha chapters of Alpha Kappa Alpha, Omega Psi Phi, Delta Sigma Theta, Phi Beta Sigma, and Zeta Phi Beta were established on the Howard campus. The Beta chapter of Alpha Phi Alpha was the first to appear in 1907. Also in 1920, the Chi chapter of Kappa Alpha Psi appeared on the campus, followed by the Alpha Phi chapter of Sigma Gamma Rho in 1939, and the Alpha Tau chapter of Iota Phi Theta in 1983. Other Greek letter organizations registered at Howard include Delta Sigma Pi, Phi Sigma Pi, Alpha Phi Omega, Alpha Nu Omega, Alpha Kappa Psi, Phi Sigma Rho, Gamma Iota Sigma, Phi Mu Alpha, Sigma Alpha Iota, Gamma Sigma Sigma, Kappa Kappa Psi, Tau Beta Sigma, and Phi Alpha Delta. Bison Homecoming. Howard's Homecoming Week is the most highly publicized and richest cultural tradition of the institution. Over 100,000 of alumni, students, spectators, and celebrities are in attendance to patronize the many events and attractions affiliated with the festive week on and near campus. Howard's first homecoming was held in 1924 and it takes place every full semester with a new theme. Bison Ball. The Bison Ball and Excellence Awards is an annual white tie gala hosted by the Howard University Student Association. A select number of students, faculty, organizations, and administrators from the Howard community are honored for their exceptional accomplishments. Reesfest. Reesfest Week is a Howard tradition where residence halls compete in various competitions for awards and bragging rights, arguably the most coveted award is winning the Reesfest Step Show, which normally involves elaborate themes and productions. The event is held every spring semester. Notable alumni. Howard is the alma mater of many notable individuals, including Ben Ali, co-founder and owner of Ben's Chili Bowl, the famous restaurant in Washington, D.C., choreographer, actress and singer Debbie Allen, the first Nigerian president Nnamdi Azikiwe, NFL player Antoine Bethia, civil rights leader Stokely Carmichael, renowned sociologist E. Franklin Frazier, entrepreneur and music industry trailblazer Sean Combs, author Ta-Nehisi Coates, actor Anthony Anderson, author Omar Tyree, actor Marlon Wayans, Congressman Elijah Cummings, actor Ossie Davis, former Malian Prime Minister and NASA engineer Sheikh Modibo Diarra, David Dinkins, the first African-American mayor of New York City, actor Lance Gross, actress Wendy Raquel Robinson, Micah Spire, the first African-American U.S. Secretary of Agriculture. Former Mayor of the District of Columbia Adrienne Fenty. Kamala Harris, first woman, first African-American, and first Asian-American California Attorney General. Patricia Roberts Harris, a former U.S. Secretary of Housing and Urban Development, and first African-American woman United States Ambassador. Oscar-nominated and Golden Globe-winning actress Taraji P. Henson. Shawntae Hinton, Miss District of Columbia USA 2002, Miss USA 2002. Author Zora Neale Hurston. Gus Johnson, sports broadcaster. Attorney Vernon Jordan. Sekar Kamala, Indian film director. Television personality Ananda Lewis. Thurgood Marshall, first African-American U.S. Supreme Court Justice. Nobel Prize and Pulitzer Prize-winning author Toni Morrison. Actress and singer Felicia Rashad. Charlotte E. Ray, first African-American woman lawyer. Mayor of Atlanta, Georgia Kasim Reed. Mayor of Newark, New Jersey Ras J. Baraka. Educator and writer Josephine Turpin, Washington. Recording artist Crystal Waters. Tom Joyner, morning show producer Nikki Woods. United States Ambassador Andrew Young. Howard University alumni and faculty.